The story you think you know is a far cry from what the original horrific story was. This fairy tale features mutilation, long-term suffering, and suicide. The Little Mermaid is a fairy tale written by the Danish author Hans Christian Andersen about a young mermaid who is willing to give up her life in the sea and her identity as a mermaid to gain a human soul. The tale was first published in 1837 and has been adapted to various media to include musical theater, anime, and an animated film. The Little Mermaid, longing for the prince and an eternal soul, eventually visits the sea witch, who sells her a potion that gives her legs in exchange for her tongue, as the Little Mermaid has the most intoxicating voice in the world. The sea witch warns, however, that once she becomes a human, she will never be able to return to the sea. Drinking the potion will make her feel as if a sword is being passed through her, yet when she recovers, she will have two beautiful legs and will be able to dance like no human has ever danced before. However, it will constantly feel like she is walking on sharp swords hard enough to make her bleed. In addition, she will only get a soul if she finds true love's kiss, and if the prince loves her and marries her, for then a part of his soul will flow into her. Otherwise, at dawn on the first day, after he marries another woman, the Little Mermaid will die broken-hearted and disintegrate into sea foam. The Little Mermaid drinks the potion and meets the prince, who is attracted to her beauty and grace even though she is mute. Most of all, he likes to see her dance, and she dances for him despite her excruciating pain. When the prince's father orders his son to marry the neighboring king's daughter, the prince tells the Little Mermaid he will not, because he does not love the princess. He goes on to say he can only love the young woman from the temple who he believes rescued him. It turns out that the princess is the temple girl who had been sent to the temple to be educated. The prince loves her and the wedding is announced. The prince and princess marry, and the Little Mermaid's heart breaks. She thinks of all that she has given up and of all the pain she has suffered. She despairs, thinking of the death that awaits her, but before dawn, her sisters bring her a knife that the sea witch has given them in exchange for their long hair. If the Little Mermaid slays the prince with this knife and lets his blood drip on her feet, she will become a mermaid again. All her suffering will end, and she will live out her full life. The Little Mermaid cannot bring herself to kill the sleeping prince, however, with his bride laying next to him, and as dawn breaks, she throws herself into the sea, and her body dissolves into foam. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to Dance Macabre Official. I also have a Patreon. If you become a patron, you will get a shout out in every single video I upload from the moment you join my patronage.